Alright boys and girls, let's play a little game before this video starts, because I want to know how many of you have actually heard of this show. If you have, I'll give you £5, because coverage of this show on YouTube is a barren wasteland. Hardly anybody talks about this underrated masterpiece, which is exactly why after watching season 1 I feel obligated to give it some flowers, as season 1 of Pantheon is one of the greatest first seasons I have ever seen. Let me give you a quick rundown of what the show is about. Basically, this girl called Maddie gets a random text from a stranger who claims to be her father, which is really strange because her dad is dead, but it turns out that it actually is her father. But how's her pops texting her from the afterlife? Well, he never actually died technically, because her father's consciousness was uploaded to computer servers after an experimental brain scan, but Maddie never knew about this, so naturally she gets curious and is trying to uncover why her supposedly dead father is texting her these encrypted messages, and it sparks a massive conspiracy theory around the so-called uploaded intelligence, which is essentially a copy of a person's entire consciousness, so it's even more advanced than AI copies. It's as if you really are alive inside these servers, which leads Maddie on a mission to be reunited with her father after learning about his upload. But of course, the people who are behind the scenes don't want this information about uploaded intelligence to come to light, so they are trying to stop her for reasons which will be revealed when you watch the show, as I really don't want to spoil any more of this masterpiece for you. But honestly, I didn't know what to expect when going into this show. I started it on a whim, but I can safely say it was one of the best decisions I've made. It covers a whole lot of themes of AI theory, overcoming death by science, corporate greed, ethical and moral issues, etc. So it really does have something that anyone can be interested in, because sci-fi isn't even the vibe I usually go for when picking a show to watch. But I said, you know what, let me keep an open mind and try something new, and I'm glad I did. Its characters are charming, the plot is complex and in-depth, and it has some of the best cliffhangers. Genuinely, I stood up and applauded after episode 6. When have you ever done that for a show? A little heads up though, this show has many moving parts and it can be hard to follow at times, but if you are able to keep up, I can assure you it will not disappoint. I'm not sure why this show is so underrated though. I literally have never seen anybody talking about this show. I think it has something to do with it being released originally on AMC Plus, because literally, what the hell is even AMC Plus? Is that popular in the land of the free? I don't know. But going back to the topic of what really made this show stand out is the way it blends relevant topics of AI to a deeply human story. It will challenge you to think about the issues it brings up because of how connected it feels to the real world and the way the world is going in terms of the development of AI. So I just wanted to make this short video just to shine more light on this show, because it's a story more relevant than ever with the way AI is progressing in the real world. And honestly, even if you aren't interested in the whole sci-fi stuff or don't care about AI, I bet you'll find something to like about this show, and I would highly recommend it. I give this season a 9.3 out of 10 for its grounded and refreshing plot, very likable characters, and being able to blend real world issues into a very complex story. And it also has some very good fights for those of us who want to watch a little boxing here and there, because these guys really be fighting with their imagination, so the fights get as creative as they possibly can. But that's it for this video. I've got another Invincible video coming very soon, but let me know if you want to see more vids like this where I just yap about any show I've watched recently. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys next time.